Hello, my name is Sarah Noah and I am a student at Ridgeview High, and today I'll be talking about my senior project. For my senior project, I did social work. It was kind of hard finding out what to do for my senior project because there's so many opportunities and great things to do, but I stuck to social work because that is what I want to pursue in life, and I really like helping people, so I'm like, why not just learn about that? And then that can help me start my career for the future. So, a little background about social work and how it was formed. So, before the American Revolution, official systems were made to help the poor, the adolescent, and the mentally unstable people. Mental health opportunities were formed in North America. They served as an opportunity to protect and bring safety to the community. By the 19th centuries, America started taking responsibilities for relief issues around cities and global issues, which was really helpful for the less fortunate people. In Europe and North America during the late 19th century, professions of social work developed as a humanitarian act to tackle social problems and the paradox of the rising poverty and prosperous economy. By the 1990s, it was becoming a job to work for social work improvement communities, which was a really big thing back then, and everybody wanted to help people. And by the 1930s, social work obtained a professional standing. It was recognized as a professional job to help people. By the 1920s, social works were mostly families were found in places where families were struggling and financially unstable, and hospitals and public schools to help the kids. They really focused on helping the kids the most, and then they focused on the parents so they can they could start with the problems. So then they went on. The Great Depression and World War II refocused professional concerns of the crisis of the Depression and the war demand. And social workers were a great help back then because it really helped people get out of that depression stage and help them get jobs and help them make money so they could feed their family, which is I think is really cool. The main focus of social work was bettering the inpatient and outpatient of mental health services. In 1960s, social works had the issue of dealing with poverty. Ever since, the demand of social workers has grown. So right now, if you were to get a job in social work, you would be getting good pay and helping those ones in need. So it's a real demand right now.
Um, what was learned overall during this senior project?
So overall, I learned about how it is good to help your community and give back. And I learned that I really want to pursue this career in life because I enjoy doing what I love the most. And yeah.
How did the senior project challenge you?
It was really challenging because I had to keep an open mind of people. There's people in the world that are less fortunate than some people are. So I had to keep an open mind and not be so judgy of oh, why don't they just get a job if they're homeless. So it's just being ignorant. So I kept a real open mind and I tried to keep my emotions on check because hearing some of the clients' stories was super sad, and I was trying not to get sad because then they would feel sad about it too. So I was just trying to keep a happy face so I could comfort them.
What obstacles were encountered and how were they overcome?
I think the main obstacle was just honestly, the main obstacle was my emotions because I would feel happy at one point and I would feel mad, how could parents do this to their own kids and just leave them like that. So that was my main obstacle, and how I overcame them was just thinking about it and just being people always have a reason for what they do. Well, people always have a reason for what they do, so you just can't judge them for one incident that happened. So
Did the project work out as planned?
yeah, I would say it worked out as planned. There was some little errors, I would show up a little late, and then I would miss to get a chance to talk to a client. But overall, I think they worked out really well.
What might be changed about the project if it weren't to be done over?
So what I would change about the project was that I wish it was a lot longer and there was more time because we had a tight budget, a tight schedule. So I think it was more. I wish there was more time for me to like actually connect with the clients. Even though I'm not a social worker, I felt like I was actually doing what a social work would do for their everyday day life. And speaking on that note, I will tell you about how my mentor and how her day was like every day. So for what she did would be like she would like get up like 9 in the morning to go meet with her clients. Sometimes it would be at the house, sometimes it'd be at the office, or she would go to like hospitals to get like help for their treatments if they like need pills or they're injured. And every day was like a different place. And then after that, she would sit down with her clients and she would help them with whatever they needed. Sometimes they needed help shopping or like clothing wise, or like they just needed like an emotional support. So she was there for them. And then she would interview and like check up on them and like see how their careers, how their life is going, and how they're doing to better their life right now. And then lastly, she would just go home at the end of the day like any other person would do with their job. And she told me that it was kind of hard. Like every day she would feel like a different certain emotion. Some days she would feel sad, some days she would be happy. So yeah, that's how her day-to-day life was. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about how you become a social worker. So, well, many people who are interested in social work and wanting to help children, you must obtain a bachelor's degree and work in a college or university. So, to do this will mentally prepare you and physically for the entry level profession. And you are eligible then to start working in the social work society. But if you want to earn a master's degree, you would have to go back to the college and apply for a master's, just like a normal other career you want to do. And that just takes like 2 years, and then you have your master's degree. And then you can get a license to like more like to further your career. And if you want to get a PhD, you can get a PhD. But in some places, if you want to work as a social worker, you need to obtain a license before you even get a bachelor's. So every state is different. I know in the state of Idaho, I think you do need a license to get it first because my mentor had one too. Well, that is the end of my social work and my senior project. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys have a good night.